Let's do what Steve Arts 89. I just saw a kind of funny random video that Mecca put up. Apparently there was a fight on a podcast called Nojumper. I have no idea who these guys are. One guy, there was two white guys. I think it's the guy who runs the show, and another one was like a co-host. I can't remember his name. And the other guy, I think his name was Kelpe. So I'm just going to say the black guy and the white guy, so it's easier. So the white guy is apparently young, and he just got arrested, and he's walking around claiming he's a pimp and trying to be, I don't know what. And the other guy was calling him out, basically saying, you're doing blackface. You're dressing up like what you think a pimp would look like. And I'm like, are they being literal, talking about actual, like, real pimping and human trafficking? Is that what these guys are actually talking about, making money from? Or are these just performative things? I don't know what's happening. But this guy starts suggesting that the other guy, the black guy, doesn't have any game, I guess. And he's saying he doesn't have any women around him. And the other guy's like, well, I'm smart enough not to, mix my business with my other business. So when I'm like on a podcast, I'm a podcaster, I don't do that stuff. So obviously he's smart enough not to go dragging his business around where he's going to get caught and get in trouble. This other kid is just there apparently because he just wants validation. He just wants to show how, I don't know, what he is. And then he makes the mistake of calling this guy a bitch. And this guy's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm calling you a bitch. And this guy's already leaning forward and he's asking him, who are you calling a bitch? And I'm like, this other guy's still just sitting back like he's like at dinner at his mum's or something, like on the couch talking, watching TV. I'm like, you just called this guy a bitch. He is leaning forward. The next thing you know, he spits on him, gets up and starts punching him in the face again and again and again. And this guy just sits there flailing like a confused monkey who doesn't know what's happening. And I'm like, I'm a pacifist. I don't fight. But I have a big mouth and I know how to get around violence. I've talked my way out of many a situation like this. This guy just doubles down, doesn't prepare himself, but doubles down and says, yeah, I'm calling you a bitch. And I'm like, if you're calling someone a bitch and they lean forward or shut up. If the person stands up, either shut up or stand up. But just to sit there and keep mouthing off and then just get beat down on TV, like 1 million or so people will watch this video. This guy's not going to live this down. And the most he did was like, I think he might have knocked the other guy's like sunglasses off. I don't think they were real glasses, they were tinted. And that's about all he managed to do. And this other guy is that, like, guys, the host ran off. Security, other guys, their entourage, their people, whatever, come in and separate them. And the other guy is like, I got to get my watch. Like, he gets his watch. The other guy throws his glasses onto the ground and the other guy gives it to him. So he leaves. And the other guy still calls him a bitch. And I'm like, you're sitting there with blood on your face. You just got beat in front of, I don't know how many people watch their podcast. You did nothing. You didn't defend yourself. You just took it and you're bleeding. And you're saying, he looks like, this guy's obviously projecting his bitchness onto this other guy. And he wasn't taking any of it, and it was just funny to watch. I watched it about 5 times. I didn't laugh. I don't think I laughed out loud. I was just bemused the whole time. I'm like, does this guy know anything about the world? You do not F with certain people. And if you make the mistake of effing with certain people, they will give you signs that you better shut up or stand up. And you got to pick one. You can't just sit there. It's just hilarious. I don't know why. It's just so fascinating. And I'm just like, I need to talk about this. YouTube is my therapy. Whenever I want to talk about something or something amuses me or bothers me, I like make a video and then I feel better. But this is just bizarre because, like, I have been in a position where I've been challenged by people, and you have to stand up and get in their face and match them. You can't back down. You can't let them stand over you, because that's how does he not know how to read the most basic signs like that? Like, who is this guy? No. And pimping is nothing to brag about if they're really making money out of trafficking women. I don't know what this podcast is about, or what this was, but it was just funny. I'm going to put a link in the video if you haven't seen it. Watch it, laugh with me, and have a good day. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Race did come into it, and I think the black guy was totally right. And it's just kind of funny when white boys try and be gangster. Okay, I did laugh when I actually watched the video again and just focused on the main host, just because I wasn't watching him the first two times. And the look on his face when the other guy starts swinging is just hilarious. It's I don't know. I shouldn't be laughing at violence, but I mean, if you're going to start something, either be ready to diffuse it, or confront, or take it on and stand up. I've been in many situations where I've gotten in trouble, and I've always been able to talk my way out of it. And if you're not going to do that, do something. It's just funny.